The Madden Championship Series on EA Sports. As we join you from USAA Stadium. USAA, proud to serve the military community and their families. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. We are about set for kickoff. Greg, talking to the coaches all week. We're so curious to see what's going to play out here at the start of this one.
And ideally, I think each of these teams is thinking, okay, we think this is how the game's going to unfold. This is our plan. This is how we're going to go attack. And if that's the case, great. But very rarely does that happen, Mike. So it's really the team that makes the best adjustments in real time, in between possessions, in between snaps. The team that adjusts the fastest and the most efficiently, they're the ones that come the end of the game, they tend to have the advantage.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage.
The stop made by Reggie White. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
From
7.
the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. To connect there. It's incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that.
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked up by the Hall of Famer.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like open. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Welcome in, everyone. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt on the call for you for this one. And I'm sure a lot of people in attendance and watching from home, Brock, they've already got the winner made up in their mind. But I'll tell you one thing, we've got a sideline down there ready to dispel that eye test.
Well, all that talk before the game is just that. Talk. You can look at past performance, you can look at metrics, you can spin any numbers you want. But we're about ready to kick this thing off, and from there, it's anybody's game.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw straight away here. He has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Ralph, my son, check it out, please. 11, add it.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Quarterback of his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Let's see how that last incompletion affects this 3rd down call.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
Jones going to try to pick it up. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 from the 43.
On red.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Going on first down, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And it's third down.
Lawrence in the pistol. Rolling left, buying some time. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And a tackle quickly follows that catch as this one reaches the 23. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
2 yards. First down, Washington.
Lisa 24. Here we go.
Lawrence working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Washington.
Hey, line.
Back to the well again. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll be right back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. Commander's ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points.
Done. They started hunt.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he's out the clear. He's at midfield. 30. Gets the 10. And he's making a house call. Pick 6 for Los Angeles.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion. Now you want to build on it. Wow.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Returnable from the 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Red on red. Here we go.
Now Lawrence coming off a pick. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Lawrence. Throwing the out route complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Rip 23. Done. They started hunt. Silver.
Lawrence with it on first. And he's on the mark, Jackson Hawes. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Washington first down. Sending him on the dime. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. Offense is set. First and 10.
Hey, go!
Now Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And it sets up second down.
Lisa 24. Here we go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Cut out left. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Commanders' first down.
Hey!
There's a dive up the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and
Hey,
5
Lion!
at the 10-yard line.
Another carry for him. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Here we go on 4th, Lawrence. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Right to the air with May. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Commanders will have it right at the opposing 30 after the interception, and that return on top of it.
Take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Hey, easy, route.
On first and 10, here's Lawrence. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play.
Rip, 23. Take right. Son.
From the red zone on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take second and goal now from the 13.
On red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Makes the catch. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Just 3 yards between them and a touchdown. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, run!
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's got it! Has a layout for it, but touchdown! The Commanders take the lead just before halftime. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Chargers 7.
Now Borregales on to send it away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
20-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. May on 1st and 10. Gets everything he has under this one. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by DJ Reed. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one.
Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Now Borregales on to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Commanders get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
So try it again. Starting me over right back at the end.
When's the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high.
From the 2nd largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Just come outside for the night. Take your time, get your life. Shut it down. The career's more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. What up I can boot you either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Welcome everybody to the booth. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Ewert for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. When you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a design run. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 10.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Set. Blue 60.
Walker on 1st down. On the move, past the 40. Down the left sideline he goes. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a 6-0 lead right away. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Try the middle with Gordon. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got
pressure coming, and they take him down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Normally, when we say somebody's on skates, we're talking about that offensive lineman, right? Driven right back to the quarterback. But I think it's applicable for the entire offense to be on skates. 2 plays, 2 negative plays. Got to find something positive here on 3rd down.
Jump off caught by his back. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And a big play is finally put to an end.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
1st down throw for May. That's taken in by Henry. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
A gain of
than 24 yards on that one. And now they have a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. Chargers ball as we get back for the 2nd, and they are thinking points.
All right, here we go, throw it.
Throwing again, it's May. Has it in close. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This return starts at the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this is gonna end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is gonna have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Stafford to throw again on 2nd. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
53, ready.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Titans have a 1st.
And the Titans first down.
Design quarterback run here. You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on 1st. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Tennessee 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Hey, Red!
Stafford from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
This is Walker on 2nd. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Sends this to the end zone. incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
He's going to try another deep one here. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it.
Has room down the left sideline. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers get some late points and the lead.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Titans 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 3. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Set. 32. 180.
Stafford throwing again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Here's a deep shot towards the end. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans earn the chance to tie it before halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Smith on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Trying for the deep ball. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Here's the final play of our first half. Back to throw it. He's trying to go deep again. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. May now. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
On the give, it's Gordon. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Here's May to the air. He'll get this to Henry. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
What's that? Hey, what's that? Right here, right here.
Hand off to Gordon. Still has some space inside the 35. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers take the lead right away in half number 2.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Dicker on now for the PAT. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready,
This play's a design run. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
250. 53. Ready.
Walker now from the gun. Good pickup, but he's denied that first down. The stop comes at the 32-yard line.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Titans have a first.
And the Titans first down.
Let's go now.
Line up the design keeper. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Set. White. Waiting.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the fourth trailing. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Set. Alert.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Set.
He'll throw it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans come through to tie it in the fourth. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
That one right down the middle. And they'll take the lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Here's May. Henry on the catch. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That one hits for 30. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
To the air on first down, May. It is caught left side.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Here goes tonight. Ready, what's up?
On the ground here with Gordon. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here goes tonight. Ready, what's up?
Trying to sneak May. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Here.
On the run, it's Gordon. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
At the Titans' 38-yard line.
Hey, what's that?
That play clock was getting pretty low. Jim Harbaugh calls time. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The clock inside of 50 seconds now. 2nd and 10.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
Here he is to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Now to throw. Brought in right side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that kick? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And a good pickup of 9 there before it gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
32.
He'll look to throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Hey!
Looking to throw it. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Trying for it, it's Walker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Trying to set this up quick. One final shot here. This is for the ball game. And this will not be caught. So their last chance heave to the end zone ends up on the ground. This game's over. So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that's going to do it for us here at EA Sports. This has been another presentation of Madden Ultimate Team. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.